Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pasty-T Gaming. We're going to be playing Resident Evil 4, also known as Biohazard 4. And I'm very excited about this. Basically, this game is the fourth iteration in the Resident Evil series. It was originally released on the GameCube in 2005. Capcom had a exclusive contract with Nintendo to release a lot of the games, a lot of the Resident Evil series, which is why you see Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 0, the Resident Evil 1 remake were all on GameCube first, and then they kind of were released on other platforms as well. But this game was re-released on Steam. I believe that's the 2014. I may be wrong, but either way. So it was definitely re-released on Steam, and that's the version that we're playing on. So the Steam version is it's unique because it has a 60 frame per second kind of cap, which we're going to be playing on. That does make it a little bit more difficult as far as enemy reactions are faster. The QTEs, which are quick time events, those are faster, so it's a little bit harder to accomplish those. Hopefully they don't cause too much trouble. If they do, then, I just need to be a better gamer, basically. But yeah, so we're going to play this game. I have played a lot of it already, which is kind of why you see these little dots next to them. It's like if we were to start a new game, then we can do professional, easy, normal. We're gonna do normal. We're gonna do it as if we've never played this game before, and we're gonna play on mouse and keyboard, which is also unique. I will use the controller for a little bit. The controller's better for like item organization in your box, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so let's jump into it.
Resident Evil 4.
That's spooky. So basically in this series, I'm going to play... Okay, so we're not going to do any costumes. If y'all want, we will do a New Game Plus playthrough with all the bells and whistles, and we can, pick a costume. So I might do a poll where you pick, do you want Special Costume 1, you want Special Costume 2, or Normal? So, alright, we're going to do Normal. We're going to watch all the cutscenes.
1998.
That's it. It's the original. Original game came out.
It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella.
Umbrella.
The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
Yeah, so the first three games took place in Raccoon City. And then this game follows Leon Kennedy, who was the main protagonist in Resident Evil 2.
6 years have passed since that horrendous incident.
So, we're following his story.
I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice.
Ooh.
Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire.
I mean, they really did.
Then again,
They really
maybe
did.
you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys.
They're not even wearing seatbelts. Like, where are they? So yeah, so basically Leon is sent on a lone mission to help these people, and he's going to encounter a lot of resistance.
I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
Whoa! The boogeyman.
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
Sorry it took so long.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. So, we're about to gain control of Leon. We're going to be introduced to another character called Hunnigan. She is kind of our intelligence partner in this. She gives us updates and kind of like tracks our progress, that sort of thing.
Just up ahead is the village.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll go and have a look around.
Yeah, we'll stay and watch the car.
Right.
Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
What a bunch of jerks.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Talking that mess.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Alright, so we're going to check our settings. Basically, I just want to make sure that our keyboard, okay, our mouse sensitivity is high. Okay, good. That's basically it. So the main difference in this game than the previous iterations, you can see my health bar is active and it can go up all the way to basically double what we have now. We have a different inventory setup. You can organize things like that. You can kind of, rearrange whatever. We have treasures that we can collect. Right now we don't have anything, but that's fine. So we end up getting treasures that we can sell to a merchant character that gets introduced later and all that kind of stuff. So there's a map feature. You can kind of see the overall map. Zoom out, kind of move around like that. So all those S's are save locations, and you can kind of see how elaborate this area is. I mean, it's pretty gigantic. A lot of branching paths. The flashing red reticle, I guess you would call it, is our objective for right now. So we're going to go ahead and go there. You have files that you can interact with. So just kind of like how to play info on Ashley. So that's her, basically this is just a overview of who she is and all that kind of stuff, but we're not worried about that too much. So yeah, you see above Leon, there is a 0 next to the pitas, and that is the currency in this game. You collect different items. They have crows that you can kill. Basically, they drop money, all that kind of stuff. So reload your weapon. So yeah, it still has the tank controls of the previous Resident Evil games, but it's a little bit more dynamic. You can do quick turns on the keyboard. It's Q, and you'll do it just 180. You can also kind of like that, quick turn that way. So this truck is gonna play a role in a little bit, but we're gonna go investigate this house. Let's see if this local can help us. Maybe not. I don't know.
Excuse me. Sir?
Hey, buddy. Have you seen this woman? He looks very
I was
friendly.
wondering if you
He
might
looks very
recognize a
friendly.
girl in this photograph.
That's so loud.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, we'll turn the volume down a little bit.
¡Ah!
Oh, what are you doing, buddy? That's it.
Freeze!
That's it. Game over.
I said freeze!
We're gonna shoot him in the face. We're gonna go kick him. We're gonna knife him. Oh, that's it. I guess we're just gonna kill him. So as you can see, it'll pop up like an action to perform a melee attack if you hit him a certain way.
Shit.
Oh! Bad language.
Is everything okay?
There was
No.
a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him.
There's like a
There are
bunch
still
outside.
others
What are you
surrounding the
doing?
area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Alright, so he's not a zombie. What? Check over here. Oh! Spooky. I hope Ashley's okay. Spooky. So if we were to try to go back to the front door, basically they've barred us from exiting. I mean, we can exit out the window and all that kind of stuff, but we're gonna do the really cinematic exit. Plus up here we get some more ammo. So some handgun ammo, thanks buddy. We're gonna do the look at that. So we can bait the enemies, you know, to kind of come over this way. So this guy's gonna run, shoot him in the leg. We have a knife. Man, these guys are easy. Okay. So if you hold space, you can take out your knife, and the knife is as you can see, the knife's pretty powerful. I think, and I may be wrong, but I think it's the equivalent to a pistol shot. So like this gun, each shot would be equivalent to a knife hit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that may be it. Alright, so, oh, we got a typewriter. You can save. I don't know if y'all can see this, but got a typewriter right here. You know what I'm saying? Save point. Yeah, that's what's up. So we can save right now. We're not gonna save yet. So these boxes will hold items. They'll hold. Sometimes they hold snakes. So we gotta slash twice. They'll hold pitas. You hear the puppy? We'll shoot this bird for ammo. Oh, there's a baby. We're gonna help the baby. Always help the puppy. That'll be significant later. Look at him. Basically, the dog is to show you that there are these bear traps that you can step on, but we can avoid those. Bear traps, and then there's these tripwires. You can see right here where my cursor is at. Basically, we could avoid those two by walking on the edge of the trees. There's going to be a dude up here that's going to yell at us. So we're going to shoot him in the face. We're going to go kick him. Then we're going to knife him while he's down. That's a very effective way of fighting, you know, one zombie. Your kick, the little roundhouse that he does. I may not be a roundhouse, but either way. So that one is can hit multiple enemies. Oh, what is that? See? No discrimination. Obviously, this game is rated mature due to the content. We'll take the green herb. So in this game, like previous Resident Evil games, you can combine herbs, and so you get iframes when you use your kick. Run past these guys. We're gonna kill them just because they give you ammo. So basically, we were ooh, a flash grenade. That's really good. Flash grenades, I would say they're underrated, but they're really not. Like, by people, so there's a guy in here, you can kind of see him right there. So we can goad him out, but basically if we run past, he'll yell at us, and then he'll come out and then we'll just dispatch him the same way. shoot him in the face, kick him, knife him while he's down. So headshots are obviously more powerful than. Oh, he doesn't disappear. Headshots are more powerful than like an arm or a leg shot, but later we will see that headshots may not be the best way for us to dispatch enemies. We'll see.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll
What?
take a look at it, thanks.
Why does he answer her like that? It's like he doesn't even. So this kind of tells you like how to play. You know, kicking an enemy, like I said, action button. You can change your whatever, that kind of stuff. So, all right. So this is the kind of a hub. A lot of you visit this place numerous times. This is the first time, and it's pretty iconic. So we can zoom in. We can see, obviously, the policeman is dead. Got some chickens. The chickens will lay eggs if you kind of hang out long enough. Got some people, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So this part is iconic because it is based on a timer, and I'll show you what that means. So if we put tab, we can see that we have a lot of herbs. I'm going to go ahead and organize a little bit. I'm going to put my... We're eventually going to get more weapons. Right now, we are, you know, suited pretty well with just the pistol. Enemies have their weaknesses, but oh, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna run past these fools. They're gonna eventually aggro. So they see me. So I'm running here. Trigger this cutscene.
Who are these people?
So doors are pretty significant in this game. Enemies will beat on them, and then they'll bust open.
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Shit. Son of a
gun. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna grab the shotty. We're gonna grab this grenade. Grab these pitas. We're gonna grab this. Push the ladder down. So we're gonna run over here. Basically, we're gonna group all the enemies together. Because the shotgun guy's pretty powerful. So we're gonna, oh, I'm sorry, the chainsaw guy's pretty powerful. He takes a lot of hits. So basically what we're gonna wanna do is get him grouped up with other people. And that way we can, so there's kind of an easy way of doing it. Once all the guys are up here, so obviously they have projectile. We're gonna jump down. We're gonna go into this room. I'm gonna buy us some time to push this in front of the door. So this door, you can tell, is metal, so it's a little bit more powerful. Basically, the chainsaw guy is able to destroy the doors one hit, but we can just do this. So basically what we're going to do is, every time the door opens, we're just going to blast all the enemies on the other side of the door. And this is the safest way. It's not the quickest, but it's definitely the safest. Because as you can see, the shotgun is deadly in close range. So they're going to open the door again. Come on. I mean, this is the cheesiest way of dealing with this. Obviously, there are people that are really, really good at this game that are able to, like, make this better. But so there's a second wave of enemies. After you kill a certain amount, then that unlocks the second wave, and they come through and they, So yeah, so we're just gonna rinse and repeat this method until the enemies give up. I believe you have to kill like 15 or 20 of them total, and then it'll kind of progress into the next battle. So. Now that chainsaw guy can one-hit kill you. Basically, if he's able to, he can just saw your head off, and that's not the best outcome because we're not trying to die. So this game is divided into chapters and sub-chapters, so it'll be like 1-1, 1-2, that kind of stuff, all the way to 5 something. And each chapter, I think I'm gonna make each episode a chapter, just because it'll be kind of a good way of breaking it up. But alright, so I think we might be done with the bulk of the enemies. I don't know. There's a woman on the other side of the door, but as far as the main portion, okay, there we go. So we've either killed enough enemies or waited enough time. I believe it's like either 4 minutes or 20 enemies, something like that. So obviously speedrunners, they destroy enemies extremely quick. They have a way of grouping them together, and they throw a grenade, and the grenade will just like destroy everything within a certain radius. That type of damage is oftentimes referred to as AoE, or area of effect. In role-playing games, AoE is a common term used, and basically it just means that you're able to damage an entire area instead of an individual target. So that's kind of your, I guess this is the intro. That was like your demo. This is how you play the game.
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there.
I agree.
Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
He like yells at her. So what's funny about that cutscene, you know, where it has like the Leon and whatever talking. All right, so that 10,000 that we just picked up, that was from killing the chainsaw guy. So while the chainsaw guy does require more effort, there's, you know, a higher reward from killing him. And there'll be other enemies too that require more effort that have a higher reward. So if you kick the door open and there's an enemy behind it, it will hurt them. It's not just a stun, it actually like causes damage. And there's a YouTuber out there by the name of, okay, well, apparently that killed that box too. There's a YouTuber out there by the name of Dante Ravioli, and he does a bunch of like different challenges, and one of the challenges that he had was, can you destroy enemies? He picks, you know, pretty tough enemies, but can you basically destroy enemies with just kicking the door open? And the answer is yes. I don't know what the damage output is of the door in relation to like your handgun or your shotgun or whatever, but basically yes, the door does give damage, or has a damage output. Alright, so we're gonna search the area. There are a bunch of different things that we can find. So like over here, there's a box. It'll have red herb, so we're gonna combine the red herb. Those familiar with the series will know that a red and green herb combined gives you full health, as opposed to the green herb only doing a partial health refill. So that's nice. This game introduces a new style of herb. There's a moo cow. You can actually kill the cow, but we're gonna save the animals. So there's a new version of herb in this game, the yellow herb. And what the yellow herb does is when you combine it with a green herb or a green and red herb, it will give you an increased amount of overall health. So the best combination is green, yellow, and red. Green, and yellow, and red, what it does is it will give you full health, plus it'll increase your maximum health. And so that's very, very important, because Although we haven't really experienced it yet, just because we were able to cheese that battle. We are going to face a lot of tough enemies in the future, and some of those enemies, they do a lot of damage. And so if we can increase our overall health, then we can obviously take more damage before we... So this is... I mean, he just takes it. Like, what a champ. He jumps through that, and he doesn't even get hurt. Alright, so there's one more building we need to go into. It's this one right here. And there's just a couple items to pick up. But yeah, basically we're just trying to get all the items that we can get so that we are, you know, maxed out. Yeah, these 2 boxes. Incendiary grenade. Look at this guy. Ooh! But yeah, so that is it here. So basically there's a tower. Oh yeah, we want to check this dude out. Come on. Oh, poor dude. If only he'd come with me. For real. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have gotten... So there's the tower. There's a church. We're going to go check the church out. That's where all the people went to. Oh. Locked and one open. Some kind of symbol. Well, can't do that. So there's only one way out of here. And it's this way. Look at that chicken. Lay an egg. So their eggs can be used to restore your health. They can also be used as weapons, funny enough. They throw similar to a grenade. More handgun ammo. Okay, here's a... Oh. So basically you can collect different, I don't know, pieces of paper or whatever, and then it'll kind of give an idea of like lore behind the game. So in this, they're basically saying that they're aware that there's an American here, and that there's a prisoner, and the prisoner is Ashley, but they're referring to her as prisoner for now. And basically they have to move her to a safer location because they don't know what the whole intentions are. But so that Chief Mendez, he is the big cheese, which we'll refer to later, and he basically is a very tough foe. But there's a way of cheesing his boss, his fight. Alright, so as you can see more. So there's, jump over this. So there's this. Blue medallions. Basically you kill, you destroy 10 of the medallions, and then you get rewarded. So there's one right here. Right here. So basically you shoot it. I'm not going to shoot yet because it's going to trigger all the guys. But so we'll go here. There's a treasure here, so this is going to trigger the dudes, but that's fine. Shoot that, and then shoot this. You pick up the pearl pendant. So now the dudes want to come fight me. See this dude right here? He's mad. Shoot him in the leg. Knock him down. So that's a good way to save ammo, to fight them. Basically, you can just... There's only like 5 dudes in here, but look at all that. Ugh. Dead bodies. Some dirty water. There's a puppy. Hey puppy. I don't know if that's the same one we saved or not, but either way. There's a pendant right here. As you can see, 1 of 15. I think there's one back here too. Maybe there's not. But basically, kill 10 of those pendants, you get rewarded by the merchant, which we haven't found yet. But the merchant will be coming up later. Yeah, let's go back and shoot the other ones. I think they said there's 7 here and there's 8 in another location, but basically we want all 7 of these, and then the other 8 will be easy to destroy. So who's this guy? He doesn't hear us. He doesn't even see us. Treasure that we can sell. I mean, it's kind of mean for me. I'm just shooting him in the face. I'm surprised that shot didn't trigger the other dude. Oh, he is down here. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought he triggered. Come on, dude. Really? You can shoot me from there? Alright, so collect those. Got a couple more things to collect. So this game also has a difficulty adjustment. I forget what they call it. I think they actually legitimately call it a DA, difficulty adjustment. And basically what that means is the better I do, the more difficult the enemies become. So like, since I'm doing pretty well right now, they're going to become stronger later on. And then if I start doing weaker, then they become weaker as well. Basically their aggression levels change. So they have different patterns of attacking me, that kind of stuff. So, okay, so there's a thing right there. Come on, come on. Oh, that was a whiff. Oh, there's one right here. Goodness, Leon. I'm like blaming him, and I'm the one like jiggling the mouse. All right, so we're gonna jump down here. Collect some items. Beer stein. So that's a treasure that you will be able to expand its potential for selling. There's two more. Oh, there's one. So yeah, I want to collect all these because it'll make it easier to get the 10 when we get to, I think the other one's at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's back here. That's right. It's like further away in the bushes or something. Yeah, there it is. Y'all can barely see it right there. Can I hit it from here? That'd be amazing. Oh no, he's pretty unsteady. Rather than waste 20 bullets to try to get that, we're just gonna go over there anyways. We try to hit it from up here. It's a little bit closer. There we go. Alright, so we would jump down there. Right now there's no need because that door is barred from the other side. We can't get to it. So we're going to progress this way. Oh, so this skull is kind of a warning sign. Oh, I think it actually says that. I've seen the signpost before. Yeah, so basically whenever you see that skull, that just means that some event is happening that ooh, that was close. 60 frames per second. It's a lot harder to do those quick time events. So these dudes you can kill, but they don't really do anything, so it's not a big deal. It is funny that you can shoot them though. Alright, so we're almost done with chapter 1-1. We're going to get to the end of this chapter, and then we're basically going to say episode complete. I'm going to try to time the episodes around the chapters. There are some that are a little bit longer, but basically we want to... Alright, so there are going to be certain tripwires. There's dudes over here, like that guy has dynamite stick. He's going to light it. That was close. That's a pretty good shot. It's gonna blow him up now. Yeah, that's that. There's dudes in here. Quick way of disposing of them is shooting the dynamite as it leaves their hand. Apparently they're killing themselves. Dynamite guys are dangerous. Not only is their dynamite deadly to them, or to you, but it's deadly to them as well. We're gonna let that guy attempt to throw it in here. I'm not worried about it. Although he can't be a threat right here. Do that. Collect his ammo, or pita bread. So there's a tripwire here, and then there's that thing, but we're not going to bother with that. So occasionally you'll see these birds' nests, and if you shoot them, then they will drop stuff. So that's kind of neat. Just a different kind of item. Okay. That cat eye that we just got, so that can actually be combined with the beer stein. And there's 3 different colors. Basically, you collect all 3 colors, and the beer stein becomes its max value. So, yeah, we need to go in this house. There is an ominous knocking. So, we're going to investigate what that noise is. Collect our pitas. So if you were to run around this corner super fast, you'd run. Oh, wow, I almost ran into that one. So there's 2 little bombs. Basically, they're trying to get you to run straight into it and die. So it's funny, I've played this game so many times that, like, nothing seems to bother me. Just because I know like everything that's around the corner. But it is kind of freaky. Like, you're like, what is in there? You know, Resident Evil has like bosses and all that kind of stuff, so you don't know, like, what am I getting myself into?
A little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
There's no gum in your inventory.
Perfect. The big cheese.
The big cheese. Look at him. I don't understand why you would do that. Like, that's just kind of silly. So yeah. Hey, chapter complete. That's what's up. So we get to save. We're gonna save. We're gonna sorry. We're gonna save at lucky number 7. So yeah, inaugural episode of Resident Evil 4. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Drop a comment below. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed to it. And there's a little bell next to the subscription button. Basically, if you click that, it'll notify you whenever a new video's out. So I try to produce, you know, a good number of videos per week. So it'd be great if y'all could go ahead and click that bell as well. So thanks everybody for joining me. First episode complete. We're gonna go ahead and do a full gameplay through. So it's gonna be a lot of episodes. But yeah, I appreciate it. So we will see you in the next one.